Alright, so welcome back to more Coffee Talk 2, or Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. I think we just started a new day, didn't we? Day 7, I think. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. We'll be fine. Ah, there we go. Right in the nick of time. Who's our first customer? Oh, look who it is. Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analysed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even if, in reality, it should be good night. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times they have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally... Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Reese tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meanings of words. Yes, at least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see and we agree, and we apologise for interrupting you. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings, who previously visited Earth, came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be a triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognised. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that's a good equivalence of what we are. We specialise in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGA PCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still prospecting, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional. You rarely ask direct questions, but I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings then? Yeah, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all, and I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yeah. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I... Oh, you mean the cafe. Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? Is it because of the secret agent man? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. That sounds good to me. Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was. A coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yeah, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. I don't remember because I did not play Coffee Talk. I haven't played Coffee Talk in years. Bitter and tart. It could be 2 parts coffee and then a part lemon. Sure. Black lemon! Oh yeah, give item. The ID card. I also have a lighter to give back to Georgie again. There we go. What is... I got it off the agent. Oh, right, yeah. I was like wondering... like why he was saying that to my drink. I got it off the agent last time he was here. This is quite something. Thank you, truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, you know, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. You seem to have grown quite creative over the months. I guess I have, somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I dunno. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense, because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. That's an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Yeah, well, I've had to learn and adapt here. It's been a couple of years after all. But despite all that and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I have changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day. Just revealing myself. Speaking of that, we meant to ask. How did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes. That always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them. Yes, our species seemed to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stopped me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I could see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe, where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different now from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same. Different but same. Yes, different but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Oh, is this Laurel? Oh. No, this is from Pearl. Still no news from Bidge. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is phantoming you. Do you mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Belle saying? The calendar might clear up soon, if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver! Sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that Earth's drink-making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is our land of contradictions. Sure is. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so... I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating, and it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.8545% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favoured. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Horned? Oh. Yes, that is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns. People do that? Oh yes. I think it'd be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. I'm just gonna be really pretty, you know? But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do, before they even write a single word. I can imagine. And then sometimes Earthlings express interest, but after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Funny for you, 99.908% of the time? Yes. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favours persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it's started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favour the asymmetrical Earthling. It's just... she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's very lucky in return, but she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile. Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling. And she's the person you might be getting a date with. I really hope so. Do you have a day and time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Oh dear. Hey! Oh, it's just my brew pad. Black lemon, a perfect, if unlikely, combination of sour and bitter. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not? No, we have been enjoying it. But we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all of our thoughts and ideas. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected. But Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions. And they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that. You said that online networks were like a hive. Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has? Silver is different. Even when he was part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviour. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us... happy. This is curious. It seems we are picking up some earthly instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete. And Silver's on his way to getting a date. It would appear so. Amanda, we have to go. What, again? That call was bad news. The agent. Too late, just hide behind the counter. Quick! Oh. Good evening, Mr. Agent. We apologise, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't, whatever this is, wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like it's like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait, for starters. Barista, do you happen to find or did you happen to find an ID card laying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall, no. I certainly hope you're telling the truth. Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me. But you've been here several times already. Surely you should see by now that I'm not lying. Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and... losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. Back when I worked at a delivery centre, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards. Ugh. That's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery centre. I'm very sorry to hear that. What's your job exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and eradicate them. Extradite them. I completely misread that. Which is why I've been coming here in the first place. Kept getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? Who? Someone must have posted a story. What the hell is this? So, darling, I could be behind your neck without you realizing it. What makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building? How suave. I can't say that I have. You already know what I sound like. What are you talking about? Or at least you should. I was in the call when we announced Xenia. How's it going, gamer? Hope you're well. I don't come here all that often. Well, it shouldn't be the first time you've heard me. As I say, I was in the call when we all did the Xenia thing. I didn't speak much because everybody else was talking, but you know. But it always seems very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. Those are very popular videos of them online. That... maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big an issue? Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad, from where I'm standing, at least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Why so? For one, it just muddles things, no matter how much they try to look like Earthlings. They were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? No, don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see. So how do you go about detecting them exactly? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, I see that no two people are alike. I'll admit that it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they feel an earthling at heart, would they really be more different from the people who live in the city? And the people in the city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful. At the end of the day, who the heck knows? It's not like I can afford to spend time pondering it. I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak. Thing is, the law is the law, and my job is to uphold it. Right, but despite everything you said, I've still not seen your ID. It's still unclear to me why the law is so stringent against aliens. Ah, well, it's not so much that the law is stringent against them, it's more that there's no law for them. How do you mean? Well, at this point, we have treaties and codes for all the races we know of, right? But we never made a treaty with aliens, or anything resembling it. There's no law even acknowledging their existence. Oof, I didn't know about that. But why is that a problem? That's easy. We have no way to regulate their presence. There has been no thorough analysis of how they cohabitate with Earthlings. As I said, it's all very confusing. For all we know, they could be very damaging to us. So it feels safer to keep them away, at least for now. Safer? For whom? It is what it is. I'm not afraid of aliens myself. And going after them is not my biggest passion. But since I'm doing this job, I might as well aim for a promotion. Anyhow, just call us at Fire if you spot any aliens, alright? You seem like an honest sort, unlike some other people. Some other people who should learn to be more straightforward, if they want their business to stay in business. Ugh. What was that? Just the coffee machine. It seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. I think I'm still going to conduct a search of the premises, just to be on the safe. Hey, it's a cat! What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. Good kitty. I think it likes you. It's asleep again. What sort of place is this? With your fiddly machine and your weird pets? And now it looks like I have an emergency elsewhere. Well, I guess you're off the hook for now. You and your cafe. But make sure I don't get such reports about you anymore. We will. Try our best, Mr. Agent. Phew, that was close. That's just stories. Why are you threatening people on top of to chill, Mr. Hyde? No reason. So I was thinking out loud, because a lot of things happened lately. So was just processing it, sounds as if it was insensitive. What the hell I don't even know what you said. Oh, does everything happen for a reason or nah? Okay. Silver, you're trembling. It's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. Well, we found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.23% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. I apologise, this is just nerves. We're truly sorry for the disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back. No. I lured him away, at least for now. You did? Although it's a good thing that little cat came when it did. Or came in when it did. It brought us some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It's expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. I feel all out of sorts. Is the machine really working again? It is indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting, and what would you like, sibling? I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, sweet, very comforting drink. Hot chocolate. Hot, very sweet, very comforting. Okay, so chocolate and honey. Duh. What could be more comforting than a honey chocolate? Beautiful. Pristine. For some reason I thought I had an item to give them to. Boom. There you go. Plenty of sweetness in this. Now she just puts her finger in it. This tastes amazing. Thank you. This really is my kind of drink. It is very thick, is it not? The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 110,000 CBS. We like how different this experience is from the drink you served us the other night. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would definitely prefer to avoid them, but I need to get used to them anyway. Why? The agent doesn't know you've come from outer space. Surely you should be off the hook for now. It's more complicated than that. You know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE. SAVE? SAVE, Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Ah. Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who have adopted earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here, and how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We've always known you were different from us. It's all the same to us. You are our sibling whether you live as the hive, or as an earthling. Amanda, I really do love you. Reading that just reminded me of the song. Baby, don't hurt me. What is love? That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest. We will remind you of it. I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Silver, is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this. You've been playing it really well. You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know, and we're grateful. Good night. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Good night. See? Now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that... Maybe we should continue this chat while we walk. Alright. What a night. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. Related? Huh? Lol, easy. So first workaholic treatment center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on Alki Beach. Curbing recent security breaches, government to block data leakers' websites. Citizen data, stop. Lol, easy. Oh damn, we have 9 things. Any new guests? Oh. Hey, we're best friends. Nope. She's a 10 but about to marry a freelancing elf. So she's 100. So do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. So having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle, but it feels nice to have someone someone depends on you, you know? Busy all day today, don't forget to drink water. Still on hiatus though. It's coming together, I can't believe it, it's gonna be so good. Today's delivery cut-off time, 3 PM, no night shift. Ah, I'm very invested in, like, Riona's story. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with her. Somehow I feel like it's gonna be a long, long night. Or not. Who knows? Hey! Good evening. Hey. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Well... everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. It reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Ah, that's right. Thanks for giving him the keycard, by the way. Good call. You saved me $100. 100 buckaroo fine avoided, thanks to you. Not a problem. Wait, what? A replacement key would have cost me at least that much. With the fines and everything. Oof.